Viewers, welcome. My name is Matthew, and for anyone that hasn't heard already, Forge Halo 5 Guardians Edition is coming to Windows 10 later this year. Now, I honestly don't think that anyone in the current standing Halo community, let alone anyone else, was expecting something like this to happen at all. As a matter of fact, it was announced today on the Halo Waypoint website, and it just came out of nowhere. There wasn't really any speculation that this was going to happen, like in the past and whatnot, and I honestly think that it caught Halo fans and other gamers alike, including myself, by surprise. And that's because Halo, apart from some of the smaller little spin-off titles, like, Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike, and, if you want to, you can include Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2. Halo has strictly been an Xbox title, an Xbox exclusive, one of the last standing console exclusives that people can recognize and, actually care about. So, with an announcement like this coming up, it does make me wonder about the future of Xbox, and I'll get into that a little later. Sorry about that. Now, one thing that you could say, I guess, is that with Forge, Halo 5 Guardians Edition, or whatever, you're not actually getting the full Halo 5 game. You are only getting Forge mode, but regardless, it's a playable version of Halo 5. And I see this as a means of Microsoft in 343 slowly trying to branch out to a bigger community of gamers on PC. This being a bit of an experiment to see just how many people are interested in playing on the Windows 10 platform. And I believe that has to do with the relatively poor sales of the game itself, but I don't know, that's just what I think. Now, for anyone that's curious about what this special announcement actually has to say, I'll be reading it here right now. However, I will be leaving a link to the original Halo Waypoint post in the description down below as well, so you can feel free to read it on your own later on after you're done with watching this, or, you can feel free to read it with me, if you're into that sort of thing. From the very beginning, community creations have been central to the Halo experience, from stacking up grenades underneath an unsuspecting warthog to multiplayer movie making. The Halo sandbox has always been fertile soil for millions of moments and memories created for and by the fans. In 2007, Halo 3 upped the ante with the introduction of a map editing tool called Forge, and quite literally changed the game forever, enabling a cascade of creativity, from new map and unique game-type experiences to interactive art, all created by the community itself. When Forge was redesigned from the ground up for Halo 5 Guardians on the Xbox One, it opened the door to even more inventive community-created content, pushing the boundaries even further to give players more power and control than ever before, and removing barriers to allow for the creation of incredible, high-quality maps, from the stunningly beautiful maps created by Wyvern Zoo to the hilarious minigames from Turbtastic. We've been continually blown away with the countless crazy and creative experiences that Halo fans have made. As a famous Spartan once said, however, I think we're just getting started. I think that's actually a line from Halo Combat Evolved. Today, we're excited to announce that we're bringing this same spirit of creation and collaboration to the PC later this year with Forge Halo 5 Guardians Edition for Windows 10. Best of all, it will be absolutely free. In addition to the evolutions already present in the mode on Xbox One, Forge Halo 5 Guardians Edition for Windows 10 will include some exciting new features designed specifically with PC users in mind, including keyboard and mouse support, increased resolution, test and play with friends, and build on Windows 10 and publish to the Xbox One. If you're already finding yourself excited about the incredible possibilities that are opened up by expanding Forge to the Windows 10 platform, trust us, you're not alone. 343 Industries UGC director Tom French, took me a long time to read, and his team are already chomping at the bit to get these new creative tools into the hands of the Halo community. So, when simplified... simplified? I meant to say simplified, sorry about that. What that announcement basically says is that Halo 5 Forge is coming to Windows 10, and you'll be able to, do the basic stuff, create and play on custom-built maps with your friends and stuff like that, as well as upload your creations to the Halo 5 file browser on the base game itself for Xbox One, if, you want to do that. So, this goes back to what I was saying earlier, in that you're just getting Forge and not the full version of Halo 5. However, that doesn't change the way I feel about how Microsoft is attempting to gain consumer interest in the PC market with this little test to see just how interested these types of gamers truly are in Halo. I could be completely wrong about that, but as it stands now, it sounds like the most logical explanation as to why this is happening in the first place. I personally hypothesize that because consumer interest in the Halo franchise in general has dropped significantly since the release of the botched Halo TMCC, as well as the relatively poorly taken Halo 5 Guardians over the course of the last 2.5 years or so, Microsoft and 343 are trying to do everything that they can to make a safe recovery from the damage that they've already caused themselves. And if this hypothesis is correct, and Halo 5 Forge for Windows 10 is being developed for this purpose, then it could possibly mean that the Xbox brand could possibly die sometime in the future. Halo, amidst its current reputation, does hold the Xbox One up from certain destruction, and if that exclusivity goes away, then there won't be a reason for picking up an Xbox console in general in the first place, if they can just play it on PC, a computer that they already own, which they can already technically do with Halo Online, but it's not the same. Halo is the reason why I bought my Xbox 360 and my Xbox One back in 2011 and in 2014, and it's the reason why all of my friends bought Xbox consoles as well. And if that Halo exclusivity for the Xbox goes away completely, and it's going in that direction with Halo Wars 2 and, now Forge Halo 5 Guardians Edition, then I honestly don't see there being another Xbox console too far in the future. I could be completely wrong, again, but this explanation does make the most sense to me on a logical level. But I'm not everyone, so if you're... Goodness me. So many errors in this commentary, sorry about that. I'm not everyone, so if you just so happen to come across this video, then feel free to tell me about your own theories and stuff as to why this shit is happening in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching, guys.